Hey guys, Evan Ork here, back from another video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Hasbro Shoretrooper figure. Alright guys, so once again, this is another Stormtrooper that I got from Christmas. That is a Hasbro Christmas figure, and is definitely one of the better ones that I have, just because I love the design of the Shoretrooper figure. So let's get into the pros about this guy. So overall, my favorite pro about this guy is the paint job. Now that might come as a surprise, because for all the most recent ones, I kind of said that the paint job was either slightly above average or average, but for this one in particular, it is actually the best part about this figure. The reason is because of the golden colors, and it's not one of those figures where it really just has one primary color, but it has a few of them. For one, we have the nice golden yellow, definitely counting as a booming color, and is taking up, I'd say, 65% of the figure. We have this nice brown, these nice red spots, which can be seen on little parts of the figure, but again, still booming, and the overall sluggish brown black color that is kind of the under uniform of his armor. So again, all of this is painted on very, very nicely. There aren't any paint scuffs, and I think they did a really good job when it came to this. So let's get into the next thing I like about this figure. The next thing I like about this figure is the detail. The detail on this figure is very, very nice. I really don't have any complaints about it at all. And it's very, very visible as far as some details are concerned. As far as the waist, we have this nice linear kind of line pack, his belt. We have good facial detail here. Really like that a lot. We have some good detail in the under armor where it kind of goes from here to here. Really, really good on that. So let's get into the next thing I like about this figure. The next thing about this figure is the, well, what's left really is the articulation. The articulation is so close to being tied up with the detail. The reason why I chose the detail over it is just because I think overall it was more appealing and stood out more to me. The articulation on this is still very good and equals the amount of joints that we would see in all the other Hasbro figures I reviewed. We have good movements on the head, good articulation on the legs and the waist, which doesn't go 360, but that's normal. And just like that, let's get into the cons of this figure. So when it comes to the cons of this figure, there are no major cons, just two tiny nitpicks. To get the very small nitpick out of the way that's really just going to take off 0.1 points, and I'm being very literal when I say that, is that the articulation on the arms is a tiny bit stiff in comparison to other joints which aren't as stiff. So we have that issue with both arms here. The other issue I have is the loose joints around the legs, which could easily make this figure hard to pose and stand. I know I've been able to do it in the last few shots of the figure where I've kind of had him standing here, but it did take some time to do that, admittedly. One thing that is good and is a step up from the last two is that it doesn't have this issue where you don't feel this pressure where if you move the knee joint back, it'll break. It's completely gone. That's no longer existent on this figure. Definitely not an issue I would at all say still around. What now is the case is we have this loose leg that's kind of prominent in both legs and kind of screws up the position from where the knees are and the foot are, and then of course that causes it to have issues standing, much like this. But if you really give it some time and kind of pressure it to stand on the ground, you can get your way around this. So overall, I would rate this figure a 9.3 out of 10. It is the best Hasbro figure I have reviewed so far, definitely better than the last two, and again, something I would definitely recommend considering it is cheap. Good design, which of course is my opinion, but of course was mimicked well in this figure. And again, absolutely recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and bye-bye.